course of their life. For those of us who are older, we have the privilege of having known people directly who served in the Great War and more recently in other conflicts. But as we hear these stories this morning, as a community, we each have a responsibility to pass on these stories to the next generation and the generations that follow. That's why it's been so tremendous this morning to have the young people from our local schools here planting poppies, because it is these stories we must pass on to them so they can pass them on to their children. The young people you heard read the stories this morning, as I said, have walked in the footsteps of soldiers past. And I would like to thank Georgia, Joel, Hayden, Shay, Kane, Kimberly, Matthew, Emma, Mitch, Tim and Aaron for coming today to remember our Shire heroes. It says in Marilyn and Suzanne's excellent history, in quoting Charles Bean, our wonderful war historian, that these were just ordinary Australians doing their particular work as their country would wish them to do it. And pray God, Australians in days to come, we will be worthy of it. At the end of each mateship trek, we stand at a special place, facing the headstones of the fallen. And each of the young people you've heard from today, as all of us, I think, should be encouraged to do, make a promise that we will live a life worthy of their sacrifice. They were ordinary men and women who served, but they did do extraordinary things. And they remind us of the extraordinary in all of us, and that we might find that to live a life worthy of their sacrifice. A century ago, families from all across Australia were receiving the terrible news that their loved ones had been lost, killed in action, missing in action. These messages were received in towns and regions and cities, communities all across Australia. Not just in the Great War, but the Second World War and all the conflicts that have followed. And here in this Shire, we lost a community of some 64. A generation of Australians were lost in the Great War. In 2009, our community once again had to receive the terrible news of one of our own who had fallen.